Well, the market is doing some rocking and rolling once again. Let's bring in Alex Coffey at TD Ameritrade here to talk about the volatility. It is back.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been a busy week. It's been exhausting, but a fun exhausting as we saw some whipsaw action. Obviously, we had earnings rolling through. You had Apple, really strong earnings. You saw the stock pop. And we, of course, have the Fed news come through. The Fed delivered on a rate cut, but kind of, left the door open as to whether or not they're going to continue to lower those interest rates throughout the rest of the year, as the market was really calling for. And then, of course, the most recent of these big news items, President Trump coming out and announcing 10% tariffs on the remaining $300 billion worth of imports from China. This basically has undone the move in Apple. This has undone all the moves that we've seen in terms of the stock market going up and down, and really the stocks were trading on their lows as that news was being digested.
Right. If you take a look at a one-day chart, you can see when the president came out with that news and the stock market just fell apart. Alex, what is the options market predicting now for Apple?
Yeah, so Apple's an interesting one. We talked about Apple specifically. The street and traders loved the report they saw. Of course, we saw a little bit of iPhone declines in terms of revenues, but outside of that, service growth, the rest of their products from wearables to iPads was really strong. And actually going into the options market, traders are still cautiously bullish on Apple, but this tariff news, of course, does affect their business. They're selling the 200 195 put spreads for about a 130 credit, but this goes all the way out into September.
Now, let's take a look at an upper Disney. A big weekend ahead for this company. Once again, Disney has just been dominating the box office.
Yeah, that's really the key to this. Of course, they've announced their Disney Plus, which was really a big catalyst to the upside for Disney, as you saw it rally significantly on that news. But I found it to be interesting, that's already Disney's biggest movie revenue year ever, and we're just in August right now. You still also have on the docket a brand new Frozen movie, we know how big that was, and a brand new Star Wars movie, so it's poised to be a really big year for Disney, and traders are still positive and optimistic about this one. A little bit shorter term trade, they're going out to the August monthlies and they're buying the 141, 144 call spreads for about $1.50 debit on that one.
Good to know. Thanks so much for coming on our show.
Thanks for having me.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.